When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the California Golden Bears. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. And his throw is incomplete. Third down coming up. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense of the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Turns it loose. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll take another shot here. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
To the air on first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Murphy. Looking to the big tight end. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of time before he fires right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Catch in the middle. It's King. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
He's got him in the flat. Oh, a lot of space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. It's complete. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. to the air. It's Murphy. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Let's go. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Great job by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. Here's the handoff.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Toss to the outside. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball on the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sends it back in motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Fires to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He caught it, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Rushes on him. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Turning it on. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the right. Got a man in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Under fire. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Berry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Makes the catch. It's Rice. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The snap sets up the throw. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. The Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That is not what they were after. Bounces out of bounds at the 25, and they are set up with a golden opportunity to score. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Trying play action. Scrambling away. Got him downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Bears the pressure. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And he looks a little frazzled. And listen, I know he's been rushed and he's been hurried a little bit, but, man, big mistakes. You know, 3 interceptions today. It's hard to win football games with your quarterback making mistakes. And right there, just careless, floating off the back foot. He's got to tighten up those details.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run.
Reels it in down the left side. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
LSU 42, Cal 28.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try to get outside. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run this one off right tackle. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good...
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
28.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
They'll take over.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the option. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. They want to run this quarterback. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense takes matters into its own hands. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass sure is making the flagship crowd today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 28 over Eastern Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin, he's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0.